Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be opening something here that is definitely quite late and something that was already anticipated for a while, but you know what? There is something definitely really interesting to open with these starter decks regardless of whether or not you know the contents of it, and that is the extra booster pack that comes inside these. So that's something that I always think that is fun. However, this is also something I wanted to quickly talk about compared to the first 6 starter decks here. Although this came out a long time ago and we have this is number 7 and 8, so they are definitely quite behind here, but the thing is this, we are now up to like what, 9, 10, we're up to like 11 and 12 now, so obviously we are quite late, but I think the difference is that this particular set of starter decks, they differ from the first 6 for the main fact that they were actually more pricey, and for the longest time I couldn't really understand why until I actually further invested myself into the game by playing the game, and with that I was able to understand that it always says that it includes 6 bonus SR cards, which is actually quite a huge deal if you've ever opened a box before, because getting 6 SR cards is that's huge. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So I understand why it costs $5 more than a usual starter deck, or at least the first 6 starter decks. But of course we are going to open this up anyway and find out what differences there are with this particular 2 decks here. Now let's start off here with the Gallantmon. One interesting thing I would actually like to note about Gallantmon is the fact that when the first starter deck came out, Gaia Red, what happened was it was such an important starter deck where everyone just needed a lot of the crucial cards, and what happened is it caused this whole situation where it was actually getting bought out, and a lot of scalpers were really just overhyping it, which was definitely really bad. Of course, they were overselling the price of it, and yeah, that was just something that was not on, which is unfortunate. But with that being said, they reprinted, or at least they gave us another starter deck focusing on red, where we were supposed to get some technically better cards in this particular case. So it seems like we do not have a booster pack in this, so this is definitely quite a surprise. Definitely makes me really question this particular product itself and its whole attractive factor to it, but I guess we'll just find out what's actually so significant about this that it has to actually cost $5 more, and we don't even get a booster pack with it as well, so definitely quite disappointing. But let's just find out, you know, because for all we know these cards might actually be really amazing here. So I'm just gonna take everything out here and find out. The same ones. That is definitely very odd, but you know what, that's okay. We'll just take a look and see. So I'm going to put these 2 on the side here, and we're just going to take a look at each of these decks and see what's inside. So right over here we have, let me just focus, we have our Digimon, which is most likely our main one going into the Gallantmon, of course. Monodramon, which, yep, definitely really nice here. We have Agumon, nothing particularly special. It seems like cards are stuck together here. That's odd. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So we actually have here an SR. This is Gallantmon, or Gilmon. I don't know if this was the case, whether or not it's actually part of this starter deck, but I feel like I've seen this in one of the sets. I'm not too sure, but it is a foil, so I guess that's alright with me. Peels open again and we get another foil of it. So it seems like if you buy 2 of these starter decks, you can get a playset of foils, which, you know, that's not necessarily the worst thing ever. So yeah, I guess that's okay. Does it justify the price markup? Not necessarily. But we have here Growlmon, which would go into the line of evolving into Gallantmon, so another 2 foils. So it seems like the whole purpose here is the main Digimon, in this case the Gallantmon evolution line, is supposed to be all blinged up, which, I mean, it's nice and all, but I feel like it's more of a novelty factor. I mean, does it really matter what the rarity is just to mark up the price a bit? I don't know. But we have over here War Growlmon. I mean, that's interesting, of course. But wow, we actually get 4 of these. That's pretty crazy, but yeah. And we have to actually separate this, which is quite annoying. I don't know why they stick together. But we have over here Gallantmon, which is already expected. Yeah, we get 2 copies of this. Obviously, you want to play set, buy yourself a second copy of this starter deck. But we have here Shine Greymon, 4 copies of those. Wow. Also in foil, but I think this is different because it's a rare foil as opposed to the others, which are SR foils. So definitely different texture, that is. We have here Lightning Joust, Atomic Blaster. We also have Gaia Force. Oh, very interesting, Gaia Force, but it's in alternate art. We got this in the first starter deck, so definitely see some reprints there that are useful for sure. Oh my goodness, wow, so this is interesting. This feels different, by the way. It is plasticky, obviously, like the same material. I don't know, I'm not too sure now. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, this actually looks awesome. I love the material on this. I don't think we got this in the original first 6 starter decks. Okay, I might actually start to understand now why it is a little bit more pricier than the normal starter decks that we first got. And of course, some rules, which always love it how they just give it in cards here. Makes it so much more convenient to carry around. And of course, another one over here. The second deck focusing on Veedramon, so very exciting. Let's see what we have here. So we have here Demi Veedramon, we have here Elecmon, Gabumon, of course, we have here Dragomon. This is the first sticky card here that's stuck to the back. We have here our Veemon, of course, and this one is our level 3 starter. We have here level 4 Veedramon, which is 2 copies as well, so you obviously want to look for multiple copies of it. But aside from that, yeah, this is what we have. Interesting thing, I noticed that there actually wasn't any blockers whatsoever. Let me just confirm to make sure. Yeah, there are no blockers, so that's very interesting. It seems like blockers are now printed in regular sets, and that's where we're expected to actually get it. But a level 5 blocker, okay, that's very different, very interesting indeed. First time I'm experiencing that. But we have Aero Veedramon. We actually get 5 copies of those, and we have, oh my goodness, that's amazing. We have over here our Slayerdramon. Wow, just a rare foil, but even so, I think that's beautiful in terms of artwork. So I understand now, I'm starting to really understand why this is a more expensive product. It definitely is quite crazy there. But again, cards are stuck together because they're foils, of course. Oh, that's amazing. We have UlforceVeedramon here, 2 copies of this, quite nice. You can't see it through the camera, but there is a slight bit of texture on the card itself. Definitely really beautiful there. We have Hammer Spark, we have here Victory Sword, we have V-Wing Blade, and of course these as well. Absolutely amazing. I love this. It's actually quite a nifty design here. So yeah, that's quite nice, but let's set that aside and let's take a look at what we actually have here, because no booster packs, but we have some foils, so I'm really keen to find out. We've got to be careful there, you might actually bend the card, but we have our option card here. So, oh my goodness, let me just separate these. Believe it or not, they are kind of stuck together-ish. There should be, I think, 6. This is supposedly the included 6 bonus SRs. So we have here red memory boost, blue memory boost, yellow memory boost, green memory boost, black memory boost, and purple memory boost. Very interesting indeed. Loving all of this. I think I'm starting to understand this. You need to buy 2 starter decks to kind of complete play sets of cards. In getting a set of this, I assume you're going to be getting another individual set of these as well. In this one, the exact same thing. So what this essentially means is, since these 2 starter decks require you to buy at least 2 copies to complete a playset of your main cards, you could essentially get 1 copy each of these cards per starter deck, so you would be getting a playset of each of these as well. So that's definitely quite fantastic. But yeah, that was pretty much it for our opening of this particular deck here. I am very interested to try these out. Very keen now to buy a second copy of each of these so that I could finally combine them and build a deck out of them. But with that being said, definitely let me know what your thoughts are on these particular 2 starter decks. Is it worth the price jump just to give us some more foils? I don't know, you guys tell me. But with that being said, thanks for joining me today. I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all next time.